and denied I coincidentally guessed the clue. But I didn't know no until I caught it on TV either. Which, like I said, it's still a what? In reality, coincidence that I did that before they aired the show. Now, that's how you gotta look at reality. You don't know nothing if you're not shown nothing. You know? And I didn't join the Navy to be in the Navy. I wanted a career in heating and air. Which, with the mental illness and the fall, is out the window. And again, who's still mad about this? Sheena, Ben King, Daphne, someone on base, Sal. Whoever it is, they keep coming back and attacking me of a sexual nature too, saying I molested the stepdaughter, right? Well, like I said, right, when if the mom's with her and she's in the bedroom, I can't even go in there to her unless she's sleeping in the spare bedroom, which was supposed to be her bedroom anyway, which never happened when I was around her. So the first one you're getting in trouble ain't me, it's my ex-wife anyway. And then you're acting like she's trying to see if I'll do something with her in the middle of the night. Not me, her. Then, if I do something with her, it looks like another male might have done it with her too, because she's not familiar with me, unless, again, she's comfortable because her mom's awake and she knows it, but I still don't know it, right? Another problem. I don't know if Daphne's awake or asleep if I see the child in there with me or not, right? And if you're guessing what happened, that's all you can say too, right? So, again, just as there's two ways she can come in there to me, if I don't remember or I have amnesia, I keep telling you that too. I don't know why she would let me do that myself either, and I would ask her who showed her that if she did, right? Afterwards. Now, if you helped raise your sister, right, and you potty trained her with your mom, and she taught you kind of how to bathe her and things like that, right? And you remember taking showers with your mom of a non-sexual nature when you were a little boy, right? Around the same age as her, all I would be thinking is what I was exposed to growing up. And it wouldn't be sexual at all. Anyway, fool. Right. It would be natural, right? Now, if she's in there, there's three choices you have. Two of them the child would ask you for, something to eat or drink. One, if she's by the bathroom or her crotch is kind of in your face when she's breaking up, you might can guess logically. If you change your sister's diapers, was around her when she was being potty trained by your mom, that's experience for you too. Even if you watch her do it, stupid, that's experience. You're around your mom when she's changing her and stuff like that, and you help change her diapers a couple times too. Again, that's the whole point. You know how to deal with a 4-year-old. And I didn't join the Navy till I was 20, so I was still around her even after her and Big Rod divorced. That's my mom. And even when they got back together later on, too. Again. Well, see, that's the point. I don't think Angela married Dion to have sex with me at all. But Dion. Right? You know what I mean, right? Only if Dion got so pissed off if she said we look alike, which we kind of do. I'm shorter, but he's taller. I'm just as dark as him because his mother is dark like my mother and dad. But his dad has blue eyes and kind of reddish hair. Like blondish hair, right? But the dominant gene is Aunt Frances's gene, not Marcel's. Right. So, That's why me and Dion look like. Now, Brian is lighter like his dad, right? Aunt Francine must have recessive blue-eyed genes, right? Right. Two. But Dion got the brown eyes and Brian the blue. Right. Now, when you go to your cousin's wedding, you don't even really interact with them oddly anyway, do you? No, you just say, hey, congratulations, right, on the wedding. Though you're waiting for your own, too. I mean, even if it's down at the courthouse with Daphne, that worked at the time. That's fine. That's fine. And the justice of the peace. But then religious people don't realize the church can no longer in America perform anything but a civil ceremony for you, right? They do not legally marry you anymore. What that means is you pay him to do a little ceremony for you, but the courthouse and the courts in America are where you get legally married. You pay two fees though then. You pay the court to get married and the church. Right. That's up to you if you want to do that, but all you need to do to be legally married is by the court, right? If you get the church wedding, that's up to you, the church, right? But that's the point, right? We're also not to judge under condemnation, gay or straight people. See, that's what they were trying to do, make me gay then, right? If they weren't working with me or training me, that's what they're trying to do and get me off the ship through another than honorable discharge. But what wound up happening is I started dating women, and whoever would actually go all the way with me, right? And women started going all the way with me after I got into the Navy. I don't recall even being with one woman before I joined the Navy because I'm not pursuing sex alone. I'm trying to be more relationship minded. Right? But after the stuff with being in the church, right? Again, which started in the church and went towards the ship. Right? So you got to wonder what did Ben know about it before the show aired, right? Is he one of the victims of Christian Fellowship Church himself? But I knew better because I'm from the South and we don't even do that to another man. What they were telling me I might could do. Now, this is also what I remember them saying to me, right? It's kind of still hearsay because I'm a witness to it, right? And what he said, right? Which was Richard Brand, right? About being a eunuch, right? And doing that with a brother. Because you need companionship too, right? You need to get it off somehow. Well, I was fine with having a wet dream or masturbating once in a while. Not really obsessed with that either. But if I'm doing anything, I'm humping the bed, which is a wet dream. And you can even do that with someone above you or next to you. But usually in the military, you have your own bunk. Right? Now, if I'm humping the bunk, I'm not thinking of you. I carry around pictures of naked women, not me. Right. Trying to show you who I'm really thinking of. In case I am having wet dreams. And like Myron and David, you see it, right? But you're still not, you're laughing at it, but it's not what you think it is. And either I'm not doing, even remembering what I'm doing there. Either. But if I'm humping the bed, it's a wet dream. I don't know. And I'm on my stomach. That's what that is. That's what that is. And you can't really control the wet dream. I might think of Ashley, Melissa, and Victoria, but I don't know it either. Know it. Or I might wake up with what's called morning erection or wood, right? Sometimes you do that if you're a male. Now, this is FYI, right? It's educational. It's not just random misnomers or States or fictional, right? It's fact. Most males do this, but you put more shame on the male with sex too, because they're the outie and the woman's the innie. But you insert it into, right? Though it can go in any hole, right? On the woman or another man, and that's between how you feel, if you feel comfortable about being with a male or a female. I don't judge you, because I think that's what the Bible is trying to teach us not to do. But because it seems like it's doing it to teach you true right from wrong, right? Again, even with David and Bathsheba, you know that was all wrong, right? That don't even make sense, for instance, that the child died 7 days after if it was a healthy child, right? And why would it not be healthy? Was David doing something to his mother or putting something in the milk? You know what I mean? Like dust from the temple or something, right? Well, that will kill a small child because their stomach lining, right, isn't designed to handle dust from the temple. Right. Just milk. Until they mature, right? You wean the child for about 2 years normally too, right? You breastfeed like my mom did Renee as well. She didn't breastfeed me, she just bottom fed me, so that's how I know about that too, right? But I'm not embarrassed by a woman breastfeeding because my mom did it, and I don't look at her boobs sexually anymore. I respect them as a source of food, right? Which is why Eve saw Satan's breast to be food desired, right? Tree desired to make one last. And good for food, If she nursed her own children in Eden in day 6, and up to the point when they sinned with Satan in day 7, which is at least 70 years after. If you live in a day, and that day might be as 1,000 years according to Moses and Peter, and you live 930 years total, what year do you think they sinned in the 7th day? Possibly the 70th year. The 70th year, right? Because, again, 930 from 1,000 is 70. Automatically. So Satan bounded his time for 70 years in the 7th day. Does that make sense to you if you're Jewish or you're into numerology? So, you see why, though, too. Damn. Even Satan knows the Bible. Like he quoted it to Jesus. But, like most people, he tends to misinterpret it for you. And you're thinking more like him than God. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Yeah. Well, it was on Blu-ray. I tried to watch Scooby-Doo. But it was on Blu-ray. Right. Anyway. And that's kind of the whole point there, right? Alright, so now I'm going to get breakfast. A little bit of cereal. Yep. And that's my morning so far, right? I walked twice, did a little bit of weight workout. First for a brief period of time after resting 5 minutes, I did some curls, right? Military presses, right? Bench presses, right? Of 80 pounds. But low reps. Then, I did more reps with the 20-pound weight. And I can even do more with the 5 or something, right? But I still might do around 30 or 40 there, right? Later on, right? Or around 11 or 12. So, now I'm going to rest for at least another 30 minutes to another hour. So what time is it now, right? 10 o'clock, right? So I'll rest till 11.